Hello, wait.
Unleash the ruckus.
Hello.
Hello. We've been gone for 2 weeks?
Weeks?
No, a week and a bit. We have a while.
We
A
had
while.
We
For
had
a
1
long
week off.
time.
Yeah, we had the Easter weekend off. Last time we were here, you saw our faces was Dreams of the Brave, and then obviously Second Breakfast Club a little bit before, but we're back.
Sup, Rakai, Rax.
We need to
Hello,
Rocketeers.
Everyone.
There you go.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay. Hey, missiles.
That's Kurt and Shrug and Will on Mondays and Sarah when she can be here. You 4 people. You're the real heroes.
welcome. And hi, we are back with Second Breakfast Club. Yes. I will never remember that. Ever.
Yeah, maybe at some point we should change the name.
I'm all for it.
So far into the hashtag.
I love our name. Why would
Of
we?
course you do. You're the one who picked the name.
It was voted for. It was democratically elected as our name. We have branding now.
Hi.
Speaking of branding, we also have a website now. It's still under works, but you can go to naturalruckus.com to check out what we're doing.
Yeah. We're under internet, folks. Oh my god. On the internet.
I mean, we're on the internet in a different place with a fancy domain name.
What? Wait, this is live?
I fucking hope so.
Oh god. Tom hasn't been on camera for a while. He's lost it.
Yeah.
The ham is at full strength.
It is all ham.
So hi.
Nothing kosher here.
We are fucking back, and we will be continuing our regular schedule. I believe on Monday it's David. David, are you running?
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was the plan.
Yes, it was. I just wanted to make sure that you know. Because whatever. Hi, and welcome. I said this a couple of times.
Okay, I'm gonna step in here, and I'm
Please
gonna
do,
say,
Mike.
welcome back, everyone. We are left last time in the middle of the sea, on the runaway from Pharaoh Pax. Tom, I believe you wanted to give the rundown from what happened last game.
I don't know who's that Tom you're talking about, but hello, I'm Joron. So kids, last time on Second Breakfast Club, we escaped the dreaded Pirates Island and Fairfax. People were actually kind of, some of them were lovely, some of them were assholes, as pirates do. But we started off last session. It's a Praetorian term for day. We started our last session with Tosha, who was talking to Mr. Sexy Pants, Tempest, and Tosha was like, "Oh my god, I love you so much," and Tempest was like, "I'm strong, I love you too, I have to go." So Tempest left for a big important meeting, which was with just one person, or one other pirate person. Well, curiosity being curiosity, didn't keep their hands to themselves and stole his mighty trident, which isn't a euphemism. And they were able to see like ghostly ships with it and other stuff. So we fast forward a little bit. Tosha then finds Tempest, who's like shot, and the other pirate person missing something, a leg. Also was shot, something like that. Pirate shit. Pirate stuff. Then Tosha's like, "Oh, my love, we need to leave this place. It's too much. Oh no." So yeah, they left, and they were like, "Oh, hi, I'm Tosha. Hello, Curiosity. We are leaving on the Black Joke, which is Tempest's ship. Hi. We'll see you there soon." And we were on the way to this like jungle place on Ferropax where there are supposed to be ghosts and stuff. After Curiosity met with Bernard, me, Joron, hello, and Carrick, and we saw like this robot T-Rex, and Curiosity then was making an Indiana Jones thing for a bit. It's play, don't ask me. So after that, we moved on. There was some shit happening, some stuff happening on Aeropex, like pirates were shooting each other and fighting and being like, "Yar har, matey." So we got onto the Black Joke. We took some people with us. I think Tosha, it took Tosha a little bit of time to get there. They're already whatever. Then we saved Tosha's family, which was running over this like bridge thing. I talked to like a nice druid. Carrick was doing wizardry stuff. Bernard was being cute and stuff. And then with the help of the druid that cast like a big ice elemental, we flew, we left Fairfax, and what's his name? Tempest was in his cabin, feeling like all grumpy and piratey and like, "Oh, I'm sexy." Curiosity went to talk to him. They talked about some stuff, like I don't remember. Then I came in. Not we, but Curiosity figured out that he can no longer be healed by a regular healing. So that's thinking, and he's the captain of the Black Joke now, because the former captain died and like gave him whatever, the right ship. So I came in, we did like, "Oh, you're a pirate. Oh, you're Joron, you were here before. And we left. Yep. And then there was some talking. Tosha was being Tosha, "I'm grumpy. I love you, Tempest. Oh my god." And that was about it.
We didn't leave. We were there for that conversation between Tosha and
the
Tempest.
ship
Not what
left.
happened
The
with the
ship left
conversation.
and went away from the Ferropax, and we had like a day of travel. Yes,
Well,
that's it. That was long. And I'm sorry.
That was accurate.
I like how there was like the last 20 minutes of the session before included in that recap as well.
Yeah, it's.
I think it's
that's
interesting
yeah.
how Joron sees things.
It
Very
like
interesting.
it like intertwined nicely.
Joron vision is a very interesting thing. It is both extremely focused and extremely broad.
Yeah, he's paying attention to one thing that's happening and has a very broad
Really
understanding
well.
of that one thing.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and let's pick up here. The last place we were at, we were on the ship in Tempest's cabin.
Yeah, we just had a bit of a bomb get dropped, so I'm letting Tasha go next.
So, from what I last remember, the last thing that was said was that he killed my father. Is that correct? Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Thanks. You got my back.
That's
As
why we
always.
have notes. That's why we have notes.
Mm. Anything you care to say before I go read this?
Would it help?
You tell me. You're the one with all the answers.
Even if I tried to explain it, I'm not even entirely certain what happened. Just... things got out of hand extremely quick. And I'll admit that it was a mistake saying something to you sooner. But I stand by what I did. It was for something greater than either of us. At least I hope it was.
How long ago was this?
Are you asking me, the DM, or are you asking...
Tempest.
$35 years? 30 years? It's so hard keeping track of things. Yeah,
Fury.
it's about 30 years.
Yeah.
According to the timeline of the material plane, you saw him about 10 years ago, didn't you?
Yep.
And later
That I
on, I
did.
saw him boarding a ship. Then there was that time I saw him. Miles, he was coming out of the maelstrom, wasn't he? He was on the
I
ship.
thought it was
that
just
coming
a
out.
storm. I don't know if it
Oh,
was
Oh yeah,
that.
no, it wasn't coming out of the maelstrom. It was actually coming out of a storm that was just to the east of Uthtark, in the Filthy Sea.
Okay. So he's not as dead as you might think.
You've seen him?
Through visions.
I saw him.
Scrying.
How?
I saw him in
They
person.
saw him in person. I've only seen him through visions.
Less visions, more
Intrusive
well.
scrying.
But how do you scry?
That doesn't matter.
No, I believe it does. I believe it matters greatly. Because I had suspicions about you the moment I met you.
Please.
No,
Tell me.
no. I was clear when we spoke the first time. I was very clear of my intentions. How is it that a warlock scries on anyone? Explain to me.
In a world where magical things exist, there's always a way, you know that. But I'm in no position to have to answer to you. Fact of the matter is, you lied. Or withheld information, same thing. So now, I'm gonna read this bullshit, and I'm gonna hold up the book he gave me, and see what I can make of it. I look at Curiosity and Joran. We need to go find Carrick. We need to
And
look at
Bernard.
this. And Bernard. We need to go look at this.
We need to figure out what we're doing next.
And we need to talk. All of us in one place. We can't keep doing this.
No.
How does Tempest look? Does he look healed?
No, he does not look healed. He looks like he is just over bloodied.
Okay. I step forward. You look a little bit injured. Let me take care of that.
Joran?
What?
No,
What?
don't.
Why?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
What's going on?
I'll tell you in a minute. Sometimes people need to bleed a little. Let's go.
So Bernard and Herrick, you've been outside of this the entire time.
Bernard was actually going to go find Carrick.
Oh, cool.
So my question is, where are you?
I'm on the deck of the ship trying to make sure we don't lose the giant ice elemental that I bound now that it can't walk. Because I can fix that problem tomorrow. But for today, we need to drag it along.
Almost literally.
I'm sure it can swim a little bit.
I mean, it has buoyancy because it's made of ice. It's essentially you have a giant iceberg that's floating behind your ship. I would like the both of you, because you are on the deck, to go and roll me perception.
Okay.
It's going to be pretty good.
Uh, 22.
Okay.
25.
Okay, good. So we'll say that Bernard, you didn't have any problem finding Carrick since he's on the deck. But as you reach him, you see that there is a dark cloud. It looks like almost like a dark green cloud that is low to the water's surface, that is moving towards the ship at a very fast pace.
Are you seeing what I'm saying?
So Bernard just kind of approaches me and says this?
Pretty much.
Okay. kind of looking away from the giant ice elemental that I'm trying to make sure we don't lose. Just kind of, no, what are we looking at here? And
to give you some dimensions of this thing, this cloud is about the same size as the ship.
Well, I gotta say, I'm not a fan of whatever that is. So, hey, any, sailor guys around? Yeah, pirates? You guys know what this is?
Actually, around where you're at, you would be at the stern of the ship where the elemental is. So where you're at, there are a couple of deckhands, but the only member of the actual proper crew that's back there with you is the druid Manitou, the one that summoned the ice elemental, who is just fascinated by the fact that you could keep his ice elemental alive as long as you have. That's a big one.
A big one of what?
That.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up my spyglass, the one that I got from teacher.
Okay.
And I'm gonna activate the true sight ability with it to look at this cloud.
Okay. So with the spyglass, you are able to see. Let's see. Yeah. Front of it really clearly. This is not, in fact, a cloud. It is what looks to be a swarm of Couatls.
I will relay what I'm saying to Carrick.
Both of you can make a. I'm going to allow either an Arcana or a Nature check.
Okay. I'll use Arcana.
I will use Nature.
All right. 35.
10.
Not as effective. You, Bernard, know that a Couatl is a flying snake. You said you got what, a 23?
35.
A 35. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you used to breed Couatls, on the side, for extra spending money back in school. No, but seriously, 35. You know that first off, in the entire world, there's probably about 100 Couatls. They're very rare, extremely rare, and they are especially rare in the fact that they are technically immortal. Each Couatl that has ever existed or ever will exist was created with a single purpose. However, it doesn't know what that purpose is. It lives its entire life trying to figure out what its purpose is, and once it has fulfilled its purpose, it dies. It's extremely hard to find them. And what you're looking at now is probably about 40 of them, which is unfathomably rare. They are lawful good in nature. They are extremely benevolent creatures and not to be feared. However, this many of them is curious.
And this is David's knowledge of the monster manual. They're celestials, right?
They are.
Okay. Just making sure it's the same in this world.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said with a 10, there's snakes with wings. Because that's what you get from just looking at it. Like, that's.
Oh, I speak celestial. Okay.
Of course you do.
If he doesn't, give him a couple of hours in the plane of air.
I can learn it. No.
He'll create a simulacrum and then have himself teach himself.
So how far away are these?
They're gaining speed on the boat. They're probably about maybe about 250 feet out.
Okay. I mean, this is open ocean, so sound carries pretty well.
Mhm.
Just standing on the boat, I'm just gonna yell out in Celestial. You know, hey guys, what are you guys? What are you guys up to here?
We're so good at people as a group.
Celestial, I assume.
Huh?
In Celestial, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't speak common naturally. However, they are psychic, so they could read your mind regardless. The cloud of them sort of... Have you ever seen sort of like, imagine a snowball hitting a baseball bat, just sort of scattering in a million pieces in a million directions? That's sort of what happens. It's almost as though the words that you said hit them dead center and made them sort of break apart from their formation into 40 separate Couatls instead of one large grouping of Couatls. And you hear something, but it's not exactly an answer. You hear laughter. Not like creepy horror movie laughter, like genuine, uplifting, soulful laughter.
I got a good feeling about this, Bernard. They're laughing in like a good way, maybe at us. I'm not sure, but the joy of it is a little contagious.
Can you give me your passive perception?
24.
Is it passive? 23.
I'm sorry, I'm just reading Twitch chat. I should never do that. Too distracting. So you said 24 and a 23? Cool. As you're watching them and sort of remarking at how delighted they are to hear somebody speak Celestial, you hear a boom, like the sound of a cannon going off. And you see a large spectral net fly out over the cloud and engulf about a good 15 of them, and then immediately ratchet back and pull them off into a cloud bank that is about 500 feet above you. Your passive scores, you both, for just a split second, are able to see the bottom of what looks to be an airship.
Oh, hey, Bernard.
Bernard's going to quickly climb onto Carrick's shoulders and just point at it.
Yeah, I'm seeing it too. So I'm thinking we're on the same page here. These guys are bad guys. We're going to steal an airship, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Always airships.
All right. So, pirate guys, there's an airship up here. It's stealing Celestials. It's kidnapping them. Maybe tell everyone, there's a fight that's about to start. So...
as you start to try and explain that to the hands that are in front of you, there's a loud roar, like a ruckus from down below, as the crew mates begin to rush to the deck after hearing the sound of a cannon go off. As everyone scrambles to battle station.
They're trained better than I thought. They don't need me telling them how to do their jobs. Okay, so if just anyone sees any of our friends, tell them we're up stealing an airship. I'm going to pull out the broom.
Okay. At about that moment, as Carrick and Bernard zoom off from the deck, the lot of you exit Tempest quarters and see voom as Broom flies off in some direction. From inside Tempest quarters, though, you did not hear any sound of commotion.
Because of the cage thing that was going on.
Mhm. Yep.
Now that we're outside,
There's a lot of
these-
commotion. There's a lot of noise. Like, you don't hear any more cannon fire, but like
Mhm.
everyone is battle stations. Like, things are ready.
What does a passive of 20 give me?
You detect that everyone is running to their battle stations.
Alright, I'm going to, well, if we see them run off, or fly off, rather,
Mhm.
yeah, I look at curiosity. What the fuck is going on? Do we follow them? Follow them.
Can we? And I gesture to Joron and to you. I can.
Fuck.
How far up? Oh, if I do a perception check to look where they're going, can I see what they've gone after?
You can probably see the cloud bank just with your passive. 'Cause
Okay.
your passive's what, a 26, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I knew it was high. So
Yeah.
you can see that they're heading up towards a cloud bank.
How far up?
About 500
Is
feet
it?
is where the clouds are.
About 500 feet, you say?
Right in that sweet spot.
Right in that sweet spot. Okay, in all seriousness, how much does Juron weigh? I
That's a
need to
lot.
know the answer to this question. And how much DM and DM adjacent people who also know, what is the max carrying capacity? How do you work out your character's max carrying capacity?
Where you can still move. I think it's like 15 times your strength score.
The actual score,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
the actual number. Okay, let me quickly check what that is. Can you
We've-
remember what?
Lift is like 30 times your strength score,
We
but like
established before that
carrying.
Joron is beefy.
I know he's beefy, but I can carry 210 pounds.
It's like 200 kilos.
Yeah.
I don't know that in old
With
money.
armor, with everything
alright.
he's wearing as
7
well.
kilograms is 15 pounds, so it's a lot.
Like,
But
it-
kilos is less than pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So could I, with a successful athletics check, carry Juron? Is the question I am asking.
Okay.
I have a strength score of 14. I'm proficient in athletics.
I mean, it's like over
I'm sorry, it's
400
good.
pounds.
200 kilos?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. That's so much.
It's 440.9 pounds.
Okay, so I'm not doing that then. Fucking hell.
You can
Given
try
our,
and move him, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, given our knowledge of the crew of the joke between Tasha and I, does anybody here know the kind of magic that could grant flight? I know Carrick can make people fly, but he's busy right now. He already left with his broom and his ability to cast fly.
There is one person on the boat that could cast fly.
Who?
Tempest.
Manitou? Oh.
As we're flying off, do we see them getting onto the deck?
Actually,
You know
I
what?
will.
Roll me a perception check. We'll roll it off of that. Just you, Carrick, because you're the one that's actually driving the broom.
Okay.
Can we still see them? And how far away are they?
Let me handle this one, and then we'll address that.
Okay, so 27.
I will say yes, 27. That you can definitely see that the crew is out there, and then you see your friends just as you leave.
Okay, so it's not concentration to have the giant ice elemental. So I'm going to cast. Let's go with the staff. Conjure elemental, and I'm going to conjure a. I'm going to conjure an air elemental, and tell it to go. Help my friends fly up here with us.
Okay.
Okay. I will, while this is going on, I'm going to, if they're still within 120 feet, message Carrick and just be like, yo, Carrick, what the shit's going on?
I was respond. There's some kind of skyship up here catching Celestials. So Bernard and I are gonna go, steal it. I'm sending some help to carry you guys up.
Sounds great. Turn to Joran and Tosha. So there's a skyship up there and they stole a bunch of Celestials, so we're going to go get them and steal their ship.
All right, I turn back to where we just left. The cabin is on deck level, right?
Yeah, you can see back
right
through
there.
the door into his cat. He's right there.
Does he hear?
You're maybe 15 feet from him.
Has he heard all this yet?
Yes, he's been watching this as you've been going and doing what you're doing.
Okay, just wanted to make sure because it's silent apparently in there. So, all right, I guess yeah. Great. Wait till we can get up there. Did we spend a whole day traveling so far? You said.
Yes, you've spent long enough to get a long rest.
Ah,
Fantastic.
oh.
This is.
If we have a long rest.
Or does that mean? But my attempt on healing Tempest was this day, so that was a level 2 cure wounds I did.
Yes, it was.
Okay, thank you, DM.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Okay.
These guys are so boned.
So bone.
I got my 8th and 9th level spell slot back, you guys.
Uh-oh. Carrick, don't play.
I'm just gonna skip a step and wish they're dead.
Yeah, right?
I am going to go. Carrick is sending an elemental to pick you guys up. I'm going to fly.
Go.
I take off towards Carrick and Bernard and catch up with them. But I think an air elemental has a flight speed of 90 feet, so it's going to get to Joran and Tosha super fast. So.
Yep.
Hey, it moved. Yeah, well, it can move 180 feet around technically, so it is faster than me.
Hey, Tosha.
Hey, Joran. We were just talking.
Well, technically you and Tempest talking.
Hi.
Hi.
Air elemental.
Yeah, right there between the two of
Elevator.
you with the awkward silence.
Elevator music, waiting for the elevator.
So it's pretty nice weather out here today.
The two of you would be able to crest the clouds first. Now, are you heading directly towards the position of the ship, or are you heading above the clouds so that you can see them?
Us?
No, Carrick and Bernard. They would be the ones that crested the clouds first.
Oof.
Are you on an intercept, or are you trying to go up so that you can see above the cloud line at what's going on?
Do we have, and we don't have a very good view of the thing as we're approaching it. We just
you
kind of
can't see it at
there.
all anymore. Your perception roll initially was to see it right before it disappeared.
Okay. So yeah, I won't approach it blind. I'll try and get above.
Okay. So yeah, then you would definitely be able to crest the top of the clouds first, because going straight up would be faster than trying to go at an angle to them. It's less distance. So you get over the edge of the clouds, and it's the cloud cover is pretty thick up here, but you're not in storm clouds or anything, so things are moving around rather easily. and you can see plainly there is a long, looks like a metallic ship that is sort of crusted with barnacles and rust, and it is manned by about 10 humanoids that are wearing a mixture of dark leathers and gray chain. And floating amongst them is a green, massive-eyed spectator. They have the cloud of, or well, the 15 or so Couatls that they netted, and they are putting the net down below deck. As you get over the edge of the cloud line, though, I want both of you to make me a dexterity save.
Is this versus magic?
It is.
Okay. As an abjurationist, I have advantage. Which, thank God, I needed. Okay.
Is it against something visible coming? Because Bernard then has danger sense too.
It's not invisible.
Danger sense.
That's I get advantage as well. Oh yes, nat 20.
Yeah, I rolled a 3 and an 18, so that 18 became a 21. I hope that's good enough.
23.
Awesome.
Polite golf applause.
Sorry, doing a bit of math.
Math
Okay.
away.
Math.
Stay in school. Do
Don't.
math.
So
Run.
I'm just thinking of the fucking vine with the umbrellas now. Run. Hi, welcome to Natural Ruckus. We're awful.
you said you got a 23?
Yeah.
Bernard? Okay. Okay, so first, as you crest over the top of the clouds, you see this ship, and you see what they're doing with the Couatls. You see the crew that's there, and then you hear what sounds like a popping, almost like, imagine popcorn, and then the sound of energy discharge as one massive bolt of lightning flies right past you, Carrick, and the second one hits Bernard.
Shit.
Dealing 40 points of damage. As you have been sidelined by another ship behind you,
Fine.
coming down from up above.
Fly, you fool.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
Everybody can go ahead and roll initiative, because I assume everybody is going to try and get involved in this. And that way we can just go ahead and do that now.
Oh, can I now? Can I?
You can't.
Okay.
Hey, Tom. Hey,
Yes.
Tom, you know that combat stuff you love?
Yeah.
It's up in the clouds right now.
You motherfucker.
And I did the math.
Motherfucker! I rolled a 2. Fuck.
All right, let's put these.
Does Carrick?
Let's
I was gonna say,
put
does
these
Carrick-
initiatives into roll 20, please.
Does Carrick need to roll for the air elemental?
I will say yeah.
Okay.
Tom, I took the rest of the 20 from you because I rolled an 18. plus 3.
How dare you? Oh.
I love you.
Love you too.
Okay, so then the air elemental has its own.
Jade, high five.
Actually, you know what? According to the RAW, the air elemental works on your turn. So
Cool. It rolled the same initiative as me, anyways.
awesome. Even
What
better.
the fuck?
It knew better than the DM. That's what happens. Elementals, they're eternal. They know what they're doing.
Miles, I have an important.
Yes, they do go before you.
No, can I suplex a ship?
You know, if you get to me, we can work
Okay.
it out.
Okay, so here I'm going to say provisionally. Provisionally. If given the right roll of the dice and the proper stimuli, yeah, sure, why the fuck not? This is Uara, anything can happen. You guys are damn near gods at this point anyway. Let's do this.
We're basically. It says
Let's
20
just not
minutes
jump
before
off
he dies.
cliffs.
Okay. So then that means that David, wow, with a 23, you are the front line of this initiative. They've already gotten their surprise round. The people that are on the ship that are in front of you are now aware that you're there because of the firing that came right past them.
Yeah. I noticed was the lightning bolt like a line attack, or did it just hit a specific?
It was actually a chain lightning attack. It passed by you and then hit several floating metal spheres that had been seeded throughout the clouds.
Okay. Either way, I think our best option is to just go land on this other ship, so that they'll maybe not try and fire at each other too much. So yeah, I'm just gonna go, go land on the ship.
Which one? The one that you had seen initially, or the one that fired on you?
The one we saw initially.
Okay.
Yeah, and you said there's a spectator out there. It's a big spectator.
Yeah, it's larger than your normal size spectator. Your normal size spectator is about a medium sized creature. This one is closer to somewhere in between medium and large. It's like, if you were to guess, it probably weighs about 300 pounds if it just sat down on you.
Okay, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Okay, I did pretty good on my Arcana. I don't know. I don't want to know specifically a lot about spectators, but I'm aware of the Beholder family aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
So on the way down, I want to kind of approach it from its back.
Okay.
Just to make sure. I don't know if it has the anti-magic icon or not. And I'm going to just go ahead and hit it with a disintegrate. I would like it to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Okay. It rolled a 27.
Ugh. Yeah, so no damage. I just disintegrate part of the ship.
Awesome. So you blow a hole through the deck, and then down through the hold, and then down through the actual bottom of the ship.
And through the black joke.
And you know what? I'm going to give it to you just because it's disintegrate, and this is hilarious. As you do that, you miss the spectator entirely. However, one of the other crewmen was running over to push the spectator out of the way and falls through the hole and just falls. Wilhelm scream or whatever.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We'll do that. We'll do the goofy scream. Yahoo!
Better.
Okay. Yeah, so that's it for me.
Is
Cool.
the
Air
air
elemental's
elemental
picking.
just coming up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
gonna
how's
pick
the
people
air?
up.
What's the air elemental doing? It's picked us up, I think. Where is it taking us?
Picking up Joran, picking up Tasha, and
Yeah.
then what's the plan? Is the air elemental going to move to you?
Yeah, it's going to the ship that I'm on. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what I was saying. Like, is it going to try and go to the ship, or go to you, or somewhere in between?
I just told it to bring them to me, so
So it's probably going to go up the way you came and then go to you.
yeah, it's only got an intelligence of 6.
Yeah, so it's probably just going to follow the same line you did.
Yeah.
Okay, boss, you got it. Whatever you say, Muggsy.
Really hope that's what it sounds like in Aran.
Right. I don't know nothing about no fighting.
Jesus.
Awesome. So, Nairi, you're not there yet, and you can't see a target to enact a spell on anything. But you and Jade are the next in line. Which one of you wants to act first?
Just two things, real quick questions. First, did I see the others go a certain direction?
You saw Carrick and Bernard disappear into the clouds.
Okay, and is Curiosity up there too?
Curie is on an intercept course with where they went in.
Okay, as a free action, can I quickly communicate to Curie, or will that take time?
It won't work as a free action.
Okay.
Also, we have still 3 turns to get up there. Or 4.
The air elemental moves 180 feet around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 or 4 turns.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I was thinking about doing a dimension door to take you and I up there, because it is within 500 feet.
But we don't see it.
But I don't know that. But I just know the clouds are that close.
Yep. Cool.
You're reacting, but you're not reacting knowing what Carrick knows.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't even see the ship that they're trying to intercept right now. All you know from your perspective is that Carrick and Bernard went up into the clouds, and then you heard the sound of thunder.
Well, fuck. Yeah, I don't know what I can do. Just wait. Can I hold anything? I have to hold a spell if I do anything though.
You can choose to hold your action, and in that case you just declare what that action would be triggered by. Or you can choose to delay your turn. And if you delay your turn, then you can jump back into initiative at any point during the initiative, and just come in there, and that's where you are in the initiative from that point forward.
And
that essentially preserves your entire turn. It's just you give up doing something now.
Okay. Well, I mean, shit. Can Curie go first? I'll think about what I need to do.
Okay.
Curie, please, you go first.
Yeah. Quick mechanical question. Activating a charge on the ring of greater invisibility, is that take an action?
That will take an action, yes.
Okay. To follow through with that, as a rogue, cunning action allows me to use an object as a bonus action. Could I use my bonus action to trigger the ring if I wanted to?
Yes. Okay.
I'm not going to, but I wanted to know for future reference. I'm going to use my action.
Specifically because of your cunning action, I will say yes.
What I'm going to do is use my action to cast haste on myself.
Okay.
And then use my hasted action, bonus action, and movement to get 180 feet to catch up with the others as fast as I can.
So it's the equivalent of like watching Superman take off, where you get about 50 feet up and then you go zzz, poof, and there's just a line of cloud behind Curiosity. Breaking
breaking
through the sound barrier. Poof, 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 poof.
One second. Is there a thing? Yeah, I definitely do the material component for haste. I keep like a small pocket of licorice root, like here. I literally like grab it, shove it in my mouth, and I think the wings go 1, 2, and then and then it's just like really fast.
With like a stream of like iridescent rainbow behind you.
I mean, I am the Nyan Cat at this point, let's be realistic. But it's no, rather than a full rainbow, it's like a blur of indigo and teal, because that's the skin on their coat. So it just sort of looks like a blur of that. No, not quite sparkles. One day, Kiri will rig their coat with a glitter bomb and just do that. But long-term projects. With that 180 feet of movement, do I crest through the clouds yet? Because I was already en route.
You will crest through the clouds by the end of your turn. So you'll get up there, but you won't get up there with the time to do anything else. You'll just be able to see what's going on.
Okay. With my passive of 26, am I able just to see Bernard and Carrick on the ship, spectator, people, second ship?
I'm gonna give it as a perception, because when you break through, you're either going to immediately see the first ship, the one that fired on them, or the second, but probably not both, because they're not both in a field of view.
Totally.
So we'll say 1 to 49 is one, and 50 to 100 is the other one. So you tell me, do you want the ship with Carrick to be the bottom or the top?
Okay, top.
Okay, yeah, then that's the one you see. As soon as you break through the clouds, you see the ship that Carrick had fired on with the spectator on it.
Gotcha. Thank you very much. That's my turn.
Okie dokie.
Thank you, DM.
Now it's technically Nairi's turn again. So Nairi, were you going to do something now?
Yeah, I'm going to use one of the charges of armor of Agathis from the ring.
Okay.
And put it on myself. Is that an action to do?
That is an action. That is an action.
Okay, I'll do that. Can I use the thing as a bonus action to speak? Or is that also an action?
I'll say yes.
Okay, as a bonus action.
But remember, as a bonus action, essentially whatever you have to say has to take up 6 seconds.
Literally all I want to say, hey, Curiosity, what do your tiefling eyes see? That's it. Yeah, that's my turn.
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, as Curie breaks through the clouds and sees this ship, you hear a ringing in your head from down below, asking for what you see.
With a 13 on an Arcana check, would I recognize what a spectator is?
You would not recognize a spectator. However, I'll give you at a 14 that you would recognize that it is at least a beholderkin. So to you, it immediately goes, that's a beholder. That's a beholder.
I didn't even. I got 13. So
13 is still good enough. Anything above a 10. Beholders are one of those things that are in legends and myths.
Yeah.
That it's like seeing the devil in real life. It's like you might necessarily know which devil, but you definitely know it's a bad thing.
Then I reply and go, "Holy shit! It's a floating eyeball."
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, next in line is Bernard.
Alrighty. How far is the spectator from?
From you now that you've moved. Clarify for me. Have you moved up to the ship, or are you moving closer to the ship? You're muted.
I wanted to land on the ship.
Okay, that's what I wanted to clarify then. Then you're like within 20 feet.
Oh, awesome. When I rage, I'm going to use the gloves to make me grow in size as I jump off of Carrick's shoulders towards the beholder.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the trident and go ham on the spectator.
Okay.
So I get 2 attacks. I'm using the trident with both hands, by the way.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying. I probably would have asked eventually.
I'm recklessly attacking.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
A 21 does not hit.
Oh, first attack misses. Second attack. That is a 28.
That'll hit.
Awesome. That is 19 points of damage.
Okay. Okie dokie. You hit him, and as you pull back your weapon, he begins to leak this sort of pinkish purple blood out of the side of him. It screeches, almost like nails on a chalkboard when you hit it too.
Oh yeah, he loved that right there.
The crew around you all pulls weapons, and you now are. So there's 6 crewmen that are now wielding weapons around the 2 of you. 2 of them, two more beyond that are on either side of the ship that are brandishing what look to be large cannons, and one of them that is steering the ship. So of the 10 crewmen, 1 is now dead because it fell through the clouds. One of them is controlling the ship, and then the rest of them are all sort of targeting you. The spectator, however, blinks its biggest eye, and I need. Let's see. Make sure I'm being real. Bernard needs to make a wisdom saving.
Yeah, that's probably a foul because I rolled a 1.
Buddy, no.
That's
No.
a 4.
No.
Bernard has been true polymorphed into a gold coin.
Does that count as a spell? Could I counterspell it?
You could. It is a spell.
Okay.
And as he blinks his eye, he shouts, "Stop!"
Can I go ahead and use my reaction to cast counterspell?
Sure.
Okay. It's just 3rd level.
Yeah,
Nothing
no.
fancy here. Okay, so it's a 26.
That's actually extremely effective. Yeah, you definitely are able to dispel it. So for a brief second, your molecular structure begins to reassign itself, and you can feel the fur on the outside of you begin to harden. And as it starts to collapse into itself, it goes. Puck! It's almost like you popped out of a Pokeball.
Beautiful.
However, the spectators' words still ring out in across the ship, and the crew all lowers their weapons. Technically, that's its entire move. So that puts it back to Garrick. It's your turn.
Yeah, all
I
right.
think he's
What about
got-
Tom?
Yeah, he's got drawn.
Yeah, Joran's got a.
Oh,
have a
you're right.
chance
I'm
to
sorry.
do
I forgot about Tom's too. Tom, what's Joran doing as he's being carried by an air elemental?
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Yar har fiddle-de-dee. And that's about 6 seconds, so that's his whole turn.
Right.
Oh my god, he's actually like singing that.
Yes.
Oh,
And the air elemental is singing along.
Beautiful.
curiosity, why have you done me so?
And of course, Tasha is just sitting beside, going, "Ugh."
Tasha would like to do that, except it's basically like, ugh, I hate this.
Tasha and Joran are like a non-romantic version of April and Andy from Parks and Rec, and it's very good. Like, what if a cat and a dog were friends? Friends.
More like
Yeah.
acquaintances.
So is that all? Is that all you want to do this turn, Tom? Do you want to
That's-
hold your action? You want to hold your? You want to
That's
delay your
all
turn?
I
You
can
wanna do anything?
fucking do!
He's so salty.
So
But
that's
it's C for a
Oh,
day.
no,
and he's
hey,
salty as
Tom,
fuck.
just for kicks, because it technically was my turn right before yours. As the two of you are ascending with this air elemental, you see this man clad in chain and dark leathers go "Wah!" out of the clouds right beside you.
No killing complex.
He's gonna hopefully land in the ocean. I mean, that's only like terminal, just shy of terminal velocity, right?
I'm
It
gonna
hurts.
cast Gust of Wind and push him 500 feet.
500
He's
feet.
just gonna skip along the top of the water.
I think 500 feet is enough to hit terminal velocity.
Is it?
Yeah.
Look, I fell out of the sky and didn't die, so my opinion on terminal velocity might not be the same as everybody else's.
You broke your
Sorry, Tom.
wings.
I lived, bitch.
Yes, what is Joran doing?
Okay. If I use my amulet of harmony,
Mhm.
can I make the fall do non-lethal damage? Or can like he not die?
Yes, I will allow that.
Okay, thank you very much.
So he's falling past you at breakneck speed, and you're like, huh. Boom.
No, I'm more like, oh no, and all the thing.
Good luck there, buddy. Good
I
luck there.
I like take it out and point with my hand right next to it.
Right. As though you're telling the amulet, like, it needs to be that one.
That one, please. Yes. I'm doing exactly that.
Fuck.
Awesome.
Yell at him to make sure he lands on his back.
Is that better?
Oh, that hurts
He
me.
doesn't want to land on his front.
Well, he's falling kind of with his feet.
There is no good way. No
Yeah,
broken legs.
technically right now he's falling feet first.
Just curl up into a ball. Best bet. Just don't land on your tailbone. Anyway, Carrick.
This and other swimming tips next time on Second Breakfast Club.
Our things go
Okay.
Awesome. So yeah, this guy rockets past you, and you use your amulet on him, and then you hear poof as he hits the water hard, and then bobs back up, spitting water out.
Cool.
So yes, it's now Carrick's turn. Look, Tom, you did a thing.
Yay.
So the spectator just yelled at everyone to stop after it tried to turn my friend into a gold coin. So
Yes.
mixed signals.
I mean, the friend that was attacking it. To be fair,
All right. I'm going to pull out one of my wands of magic missile and hold action to magic missile the hell out of these crew dudes.
Right.
If the situation
The
changes.
the crudes.
Just hey, so why the hell are you kidnapping Celestials here?
No one here is kidnapping anyone.
I literally just saw you do that.
I don't know what you think you saw, but it's not what you think it is.
Then what is it? How about that?
From below the cloud line, you hear the sound of a sonic boom. Oh no. I hope we got enough of them. Below, lads, below! As all of them rush to stations and begin to dive below the cloud line. You're going to want to hold on. Below the cloud line, those of you that are watching see that the remaining Couatls, as they are all bunching together, have begun to give off what looks to be a static charge that has created a ring energy. And within it, you see the snout of a much larger creature coming. If we don't collect the babies, they're going to get the mother here.
Why is that a bad thing?
Because when Couatls mate, they don't stop until everything is ready for the nest. Do you... Are you thick? Do you not know?
I'm magic missiling his crew right now.
Awesome.
6 charges.
Okay. I'm not even going to make you roll damage because they are totally flat-footed and unaware that you were going to attack them.
Yeah, just one missile per guy.
Let me see. Let's see how that turns out. We'll do... No. Okay, so 3 of the 6 go overboard.
Maybe you're kind of dumb, because here's the thing, friend. I'm going to kill you if you don't tell me what's going on. I'm pretty sure I made that clear, and you're insulting me right now. So, I don't know a fact. That doesn't make me dumb. All right, so explain it to me instead of using fucking riddles for no reason. And maybe I won't murder everyone on this ship. All right, because I'm getting real impatient with a bunch of people keeping secrets when their life is on the line. And your life is on the line here, friend.
This spectator... It's hard to imagine something without a throat making a gulping noise. But that's essentially what happens as you are shooting its crew members off the ship. It goes... Hey,
So how about we try again where you're nice and explain what's happening here?
Couatls are extremely dangerous when mating. We have to herd them out to the middle of the sea, or they could do untold damage.
To what, like the pirate island over there?
To the whole world.
Why do they have to be in the middle of this sea? What kind of radius are we talking on their damage here? Because I'm not sure anywhere matters.
When a Couatl passes into this world, it generates a charge, a positive energy charge. And when it comes in contact with another Couatl, that charge shifts. The last time that Couatls made it on this plane of existence, we got the maelstrom.
Cool. All right. So capturing Couatls then. All right, Bernard. New plan. Capture Couatls.
Have we gotten there by this point? I mean, it's been longer than just a couple rounds.
We don't need to worry about the mother if we can get the babies. If we can get the babies, it's easy. They're tiny, they're easy to capture, and then we can let them free out in the middle of the sea where they do what they do. If we don't, then we have to worry about herding a colossal-sized beast, a titan beyond the words of anything. It is beyond imagination. Well, maybe not for you, because you're smart and things, right?
Oh, buddy, I'm magic missile. Pulling out another wand and magic missiling his crew again.
And you're magic missiling who? More crew members?
Yeah.
But Bernard is just going to look at Carrick. That's not helping. That is not helping our situation here.
Love when the barbarian has to talk down the wizard.
Whoa! Whoa!
I thought I was very clear that the
Rage mage!
the context of your crew surviving this was that you were nice. And you just weren't. So, you called a bluff. I wasn't bluffing.
If you're actually going to fire off on those crew members, I need to make rolls for them. I just need to know how many shots you're firing.
I'll let Bernard stop me on it. I'm like the wand starts crackling with energy.
Awesome. Okay, so boop. What was that true polymorph?
The Bernard's just going to look over at the spectator and under his breath go, "You owe me."
So now it is on Curie and Tasha. Who is going to go first?
So again, question: have we, Joran and I, gotten there by this point?
You have not gotten through the cloud line until the middle of your turn. This turn.
No, but I mean, like, throughout this conversation that's been going on, have the rounds not passed?
This conversation took all of about 8 seconds. So it was like one full round.
Okay. So we should be there by now then.
Right, you'll be there by your turn. Like, you won't be where they're at, but you'll be above the clouds to see them.
Okay, how far away are they?
Once you get up, they are about, I'm going to say about 100 feet, but they are now going down through the cloud.
Okay.
Actually, because you just got up there, I'm going to give you both the same thing I did with Curie. So tell me, do you want the top 50 to be the gunship or the spectator ship?
Huh?
To see what you notice first.
To see which one of the ships you see first. Because there are 2 ships when you go up there. And depending upon which one you notice, you may or may not see Carrick.
So like, if you're gonna make a roll, which one would be the higher?
I already made a roll. I made a percentile roll. And the bottom 50 of it were to see one ship, and the top 50 were to see another ship. So I already know what the number is. I need you to tell me which one is which? Is the bottom 50 the ship with Carrick on it, or is the top 50 the ship with Carrick?
Top 50, always top.
Okay. What about Joran? I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you that you can declare this now too.
Low is beholder. Spectator.
Okay. Cool. Then we'll get back to you when we get to your turn, Tom. But I just wanted you to go ahead and declare it since we're doing it now. Okay. So yeah, you pop up above the cloud line, and you can now clearly see Carrick's ship, or the spectator ship, and Carrick and Bernard, and severely less crew than you would think could crew a ship like this. As they are diving down.
All right, well, we're gonna be where the ship is. Why not? I'll grab Joran, and I'll dimension door us on the deck of the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess
That'll pretty much be your turn.
yeah, but can I make a look to see what's going, look around to see what's going on once I'm there?
I will say that you have your bonus action left, so
Okay.
you can look about.
Jesus, not without my die. Ow. That's not gonna work. I don't know, but 13?
13. What are you doing? You just looking around?
I'm looking around to see what to see what's going on, what the situation is.
Oh, you didn't have to roll for that. I could have just told you.
Oh.
You landed on the
Then
deck
that's
of the
what
ship. There's a bunch of crew that's all dressed in dark leathers and chain armor, and there's a spectator, and there's a hole in the ship, and there's Bernard, and there's Carrick.
I have a question. Would I know anything about this because of my time out here? No. Okay.
This is not related to the pirates.
Not just general ocean existence, but if not, then that's fine.
Nope.
Okay.
No, but a Couatl migration is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. They only happen about once every million years.
Fun. Cool. So yeah, that's my turn. I have no persuading to do, nothing left to do. I'm just gonna keep an eye out on what's going on.
So, Curie, your friends pop up next to you and then immediately disappear, leaving you and an air elemental just beyond the clouds.
Just like go catch up with the others. I've with my movement I have 60 feet, and if I use my hasted action to move, that's 120.
Okay.
So I assume I can probably catch up with the ship and land with that.
Yeah. I mean, technically, if you just stopped moving entirely, like you would actually probably fall faster than you could move.
Oh, well, I've had bad experience doing that. And at the moment, I am flying pretty fast. But yeah, I want to get onto the ship where everybody else is.
Okay,
that's my goal.
So your plan is to intercept the spectator ship.
Yes, because that was the one I was looking at anyway.
Making sure I understood which ship you meant.
Of course, no problem at all. Yeah, no, I'm aiming for the spectator ship where everybody else is.
Cool.
I don't know if that's like just some of my movement that takes that.
It would be. Let's see. It's about 150 feet. So I'd say it would take all your movement. You could get there.
When you say all of my movement, how many feet are we talking about?
Well, so they would probably, given the angle, you would probably come in contact with them at about 100 feet.
Okay, then I'll use my movement and my hasted action to give me that, which leaves me my action and my bonus action. I'll whip out satisfaction sort of as I pop down to a landing as artfully as I ever do. And because I'm hasted, I will speak incredibly quickly. It's like,
Nothing like a
okay, holy
hummingbird.
a little bit like that. She's like, okay, so holy shit, what's going on? What are we doing? What do we need me to be doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
So it's like Curie on a lot of caffeine.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I will.
Thankfully, everybody in the group's passive perception is high enough to be able to determine what it is you're saying.
They're used to me by this point.
Also, this is a rather small ship, but thanks to Carrick for getting rid of some of the crew, it is not going to sink under the weight of all these other people.
Okay. I'm gonna where I land. I'm gonna put myself within melee of the spectator, and hold a melee strike if Carrick gives the word to, or I don't get enough information because I want to know what's going on. So I'm just there, rapier ready, and I'll make a strike if Carrick implies that it's a smart course of action to do so, or this eyeball is not helpful.
I don't know. Carrick's come a bit unhinged lately, so
I don't know that. Carrick is known smart person.
I rolled a 35 on my Arcana. Didn't know this. This guy wasted time to call me dumb for not knowing something that's apparently more than impossible to know. So no, I'm a little mad at this guy. I think rightfully so.
I mean, I didn't say he was a nice spectator.
Yeah, and if he doesn't want the world to end, he can be nice.
Spectator, more like dictator, am I right?
Oh. But yeah, so held melee attack.
Awesome. So literally your entire party is now on another ship that is cascading down from above. Joran, you see that other ship that you had seen before is also now coming from the cloud cover on the other side where you were previously. Let's see. The end of both of you. That makes it Bernard's turn.
Bernard will lower his weapon and actually shrink back down in size and stop raging because he feels like combat is over now, or at least should be, in his opinion. So, Mr. Spectator, if this is a world catastrophic event going on, I would highly suggest you let us know what we need to do to stop it.
Has the raccoon not been here the whole time? I've been speaking in common tongue, have I not?
Hey, everyone, do you think we could fly this ship without these assholes?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And I did say that if the spectator got shitty, I would attack it. So I'm gonna have that held melee attack. Is anybody in melee with it as it stands?
No.
Well, that's probably for the best, because then I won't have sneak attack damage if it hits. If it hits. Dirty 20?
That does not hit.
Okay. Then it's more like a towel whip on the side of the spectator with just the tip of satisfaction. Just like
you just barely poke it, not enough to deal damage. You're just slightly out of range. Just slightly.
Just like a little flick of the wrist.
It wrinkles up its knot nose and goes.
We're still approaching, right?
Yeah, you are. The pilot of the ship is still steady going down. The back gunner has now armed themselves with the net cannon to get the next group of Couatls.
You're acting surprised that we don't like you when we just showed up. You shot at us. We didn't do anything to you first.
I didn't shoot at you at all.
Who's those other guys that shot at us?
Okay, so they shot at you.
Yeah, you guys are assholes. All right, don't be surprised we're not, just 100% on board with you from the start here. So,
I am sorry if I.
here's the thing, friend. We're gonna help you, and you're gonna shut the fuck up, or I'm gonna murder your ass when this is done. All right, I am tired of this bullshit. People
Curious
are supposed
aroused.
to be civil, and if you want our help, you'll be civil. That's all I'm asking from you. And you just seem incapable of doing it.
You want to make a persuasion check?
Okay.
Tasha's impressed.
Curious aroused.
Nice guys turn bad.
It's the commanding presence.
You don't expect the nice guys to
All right. 29.
start.
You might
It doesn't
not.
matter because he rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So you got a total of 3. He doesn't look shaken. He's not afraid, but he's definitely convinced. Fine then. We need to collect the Couatls as quickly as possible. My crew is trained to handle them. The excess positive energy that's coming out of them could kill a person if they touch them. They have to be handled with extreme care.
How far away are they?
The cloud of them below is fast approaching. Right now, they're about 80 feet, give or take.
How big are they, the Couatls? Each?
Couatls are medium-sized creatures. So
Okay.
they're probably about 5.5 feet long, and they have a wingspan of about 3.5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
You asking how close they are together, babe?
Yep. You know it. It's a new
Yeah, how
day. Time to cage some shit.
Yeah. How much space, what area do they take up? The remaining Couatl babies.
It's like
20 by 20. The cage. So I'm trying to figure out how many of them I can catch.
Well, so the entire lot of them, because they're all grouping together, are in like a 40 by 40 area.
Can I get like a majority of them in a 20 by 20 area?
You could try and aim it up that way.
Okay. However many I get, I'm going to try and sort of aim my force cage and snap it the second I sort of have like the highlighted cube where I want it to be.
Okay, you can do that on your turn.
I didn't realize we were taking turns, sorry.
Yeah, no, we're still in initiative.
Okay.
So it is now Tom's turn. So what's Joran doing?
Being a pirate, it's alright with me. Do what you want. Oh, a ship! Oh, we're on a ship. Hi, guys.
Joran lands, and you hear at least one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give a roll because there's only 5 guys left. So let's just do it. Let's do. Awesome. Joran lands on the ship, still singing the pirate song, and there's 3 more guys that all yell, "You are a pirate!"
Thank you very
What?
much.
It's a good song.
It is.
It's the most piratical song we know. Yeah, so that's technically just your bonus action, Tom. Are you going to do something?
Can't do anything. There's nothing to do. I got there on Tosha's turn. Heard all that. Cool. Go on.
Okay. Then
Bless you.
it is technically Carrot.
Yeah. How far away are these Couatls?
About 80 feet.
80 feet.
Mhm.
Okay. And we see there's a portal opening up.
Yeah, so what it looks like, now that you're low enough, you can see it from the back end. The energy that's radiating out from these Couatls, it almost looks like static electricity. It's sort of popping from one of them to another, and it's creating this circle in between them. That the nose of this much larger Couatl is starting to stick through.
And so there was 40 of them to start with. 15 have been captured.
Correct.
Okay. I think they're within range at 80. Let me check. If not, I can fly closer. I'm gonna have to fly a little closer.
Okay.
So jumping back on the broom.
All right.
And
I mean, you are on an airship, so
yeah, but 80 feet away isn't good enough. I had to be 60 feet away.
okay.
So.
I'm just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
You have an air vehicle at your disposal already.
But I'm not piloting it. Some
You're
other
not.
guy is on his turn.
Okay,
So I don't know how to fly it.
that's cool. It's fine.
So yeah, and I'll just
So you're gonna pop up 20 feet ish,
yeah,
close that gap.
Yeah. And I will use an 8th level spell slot to cast Banishment on 5 of them.
Okay.
And yeah, so they'll need to.
I was gonna say, did they make a roll for that?
Yeah, they get some kind of a save. Charisma saving throw.
Okay, they got a 9.
Okay, so they're all banished. I gotta concentrate on it for a minute, so my air elemental is gone.
Okay.
But
So there's now only 20 Couatls left down there.
Level 8, don't you get to do that to 6 creatures? Because
I
it's
thought 5th,
one at
6th,
4.
7th, 8th. Yeah, no, so I only get 4 more at 8, right? So
Banishment is 4th level. So
yeah, so I get an extra one at 5th, an extra at 6th, an extra at 7th, and an extra at 8th, which gives me an extra 4.
So the base spell
Right.
plus 4.
Yeah.
So 5 total.
I am good at math.
I do the same a lot. It's why I always count now. I'm just
Mm.
just gonna do my fingers and count. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just hoping that cuts the numbers down enough that
Yeah, no,
whatever's going
it's-
on stops.
It's cut it down to 20. So the nose that's sticking through is almost transparent. You can still see it, but you can also see through it. It is Tasha's turn.
All right. How many of them can I bunch up in a 20 by 20 miles?
Probably about half. Let me do a. Here, let's make this fun. I'll just roll a d20. 9 of them. You can get 9 of them.
Cool. Are they flying in like a ring, or are they in like a cloud sort of?
They're not at like a perfect ring or anything of that nature. They're sort of a flock, like if you've ever just seen a flock of geese or something like that. Imagine that. There's just sort of an open space in between the lot of them as they sort of cloud around back and forth among each other. So there is like an empty space in the center.
Okay. Yeah. This is a completely separate question. Are they considered monsters?
Yeah.
Fun. I'll think about that later. I'm going to use Force Cage right now to use a full cage, not the bars, the full block, to capture as much of them as possible.
Okay.
Fwumph. Stay still, bitches.
Okie dokie. Do they get a save for that?
No, just sort of. Fuck you.
Awesome. Yeah. So
Time out.
as you do that, the lot of them sort of scatter in different directions. They don't leave, and then they all come back together. However, when they come back together, you don't see the form of the larger Couatl.
Cool. Fuck you. I feel like that's become a verbal component to many of Tasha's spells by now. That's my turn.
That is effectively the end of what could have been combat. So you no longer need to worry about an initiative order, unless of course you decide now is the time you're going to strike against the crew.
They're a razor's edge away from it. I'll just.
Awesome. So yeah, so you've effectively disarmed this encounter.
Okay. So yeah, I guess
That's
like to really understand more of what's going on. Still very sort of like too much caffeine vibe until that wears off, and also want to be helpful, but want to understand more.
astounding. Where did you learn such magics?
Who's he asking?
It's called school. You try going there times.
Sounds fancy, never heard of it.
Yes, sounds like a place for dim-witted people that need to be taught a lesson.
So you would fit in
Oh, my.
perfectly.
You're really asking for it, man.
I sort of pat Jeron on the shoulder, like, yes.
This team has become salty. All you needed was some time in the fucking pirate town, you guys.
You say that, Juron, and literally every member of the crew laughs. Except for the spectator, who's looking at you like...
Hmm.
That was a real good one.
So you said before, is that other ship not your ship? Not friends of yours?
Competition.
Why is it competition?
Who do you work for?
This is a contractual job. We were hired.
From who? By who?
He looks over at Carrick very carefully.
I still have the magic missile wand.
Choosing his words. A conglomerate of like-minded individuals seek to maintain the balance of magic and reason within this world.
Names, positions.
Just tell us who.
That make me think of anything with an arcana? I have a passive arcana of 30.
Yeah, actually, yeah. There are literally only two groups of magically inclined beings that you know of off the top of your head that would be dealing in something that is this scale of magic. And that is either the Wizards of Y-mir Academy or the Nation of Couatl.
So is it Cormator or the Wizards of Y-mir?
White.
I thought you said Y-mir. Was it White Mage?
It was Y-mir.
Y-mir? Oh, Y-mir. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. That's good.
That's good.
Well, I mean, for you guys, because I'm pretty close with Cormator, and I'm pretty sure I could get your contract canceled if it was with them. So.
Why would you want to do with it?
Because I fucking hate you, man. I'm pretty sure I've been open about this. Weren't you paying attention?
Okay, I think we need to breathe.
No, I'm liking this.
Tosha, no.
I'm here for this.
If you
No.
want to make friends, you be friendly. You know, it's
But
a
yes,
pretty set.
I think that I have been quite friendly since
You-
you've boarded my ship.
Certainly have not.
Oh, is that true?
Yes.
The moment you touched down, I asked my men to sheath their weapons, and that was...
No, first you tried to turn my friend into a gold coin.
He stabbed me in the side!
After what appeared to be a part of your armada firing on us.
And how am I supposed to control someone else's weaponry?
I get that now, but here's the thing. You could have just said stand down and then seen if we did, and then you could have tried to turn him into a coin. And then you hit us with obscure knowledge about something that frankly goes against everything that's been taught about Couatls and conventional means forever. Everyone knows that Couatls, all of them were supposed to have been made at the beginning of time. Now you're telling us that they mate, and when they do, it destroys everything? This isn't normal knowledge, and you start being really aggressive and stuff after we kind of stand down. It's just, you escalated the situation when it didn't need to be.
Let me be more civil. We are trying to do a little bit of good in this world.
Mm-hmm.
And I am under an immense amount of pressure to make certain that this happens the right way. And when you arrive on my boat and stab me, I feel like I've gone the extra mile to ask my friends here not to stab you back before we work through what the fuck you're doing there.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me for being a little dire.
No, you weren't being dire. You were just being mean.
Sorry, Carrick, but you would do the same.
I really kind of don't. I don't tend to call people dumb for not knowing stuff I know.
No, you just do that thing with your face when you think people are being stupid.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
So let's see here. Technically, Tasha and Bernard are the only two that are not engaged in this conversation right now. So I'm going to ask what I'm going to ask what both of your passive perceptions are.
20.
23. Yeah, 23.
Cool. Both of you are perfectly capable, as this is sort of going around and around and around, to look off the bow and see that the other ship has now come out from the clouds and appears to be approaching at a very quick pace. Their front cannons are now charging.
Son of a bitch. We're gonna get fired upon soon, I think. The other guys are fucking fired up.
You
We'll
said
go take care of them.
your passive is a 25, Bernard?
23.
23. Okay, never mind then. Okay.
Should we go take care of them? Should we just fucking leave? This isn't our problem, really. We have better things to do.
For the first time ever, shown that, like, they're doing their thing. Don't need our help. You can go.
No. Joran's right. We should go.
It's all right. So, you know what? I apologize for my behavior earlier. Good luck with your future endeavors.
You've blown half my crew off the ship and put a hole the size of a person in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the guy is still
I
down.
thought we established that was all during a heat of a moment thing, and we weren't going to hold that against each other. I thought that's what this whole conversation was about.
What I'm being more direct about now, sir, is that you're leaving me without any defense mechanism. My ship is going down, and they are upon us. You're not going to help me in the least?
So I thought you didn't, want our help. If you're asking for our help, I'm happy to help.
Look, if Carrick put a hole in their ship and they're kind of like falling, maybe we should like help them
Yes.
out at least.
True, I should at least put a hole in these other guys' ship, right? Make it fair and square.
You have very interesting ideas about what is fair.
Who are these other guys?
Yeah.
You can, now that it's been made known, anybody can make a perception check to take a closer look at them.
Motherfucker.
Ooh.
That's like perception.
29.
Yeah, 14.
Okay.
I roll like shit.
Yeah, not as bad as Bernard. He got a 10.
29.
Anything from Tasha? No. Okay.
You said a perception?
Okay. How many
Yeah.
has a luck on
Yeah.
that?
No.
16.
13.
Okay.
Carrick's busy being a pussy bitch.
That means that literally, the only person that can't detect that it's just a boat coming at you with weapons drawn is Curie. And Curiosity looks up and can see that just above the gun is floating the disembodied head of a demi-lich and a crew of Death Knights.
Holy shit balls, guys!
Ah,
Death Knights and the head of a demi-lich! Who fucking knew? I flip down my glasses of true seeing, just so I'm aware of anything extra that's going on. And I
You
take
put
off.
down the glasses of true seeing, and you see that the crew that looked like it was only about 8 people strong is about 30. The rest of them are ghosts.
Okay, so there's ghosts too, guys.
how far
bad.
away is this?
How far away are they from you? About 75 feet.
Okay, would I know if, well, we don't see the fucking head, but would I know if Death Knights and a Demi-Lich, because I was just told that it was a Demi-Lich's head, would be counted as monsters?
Death Knights and a Demi-Lich are both considered monsters, yes.
Fun.
If you're asking for, like, hold monster or anything like that, those things just work on everything.
Yeah, it's just like a
including
leveled
humans.
up from humanoids. It's like
Okay.
just a higher version of it.
Right.
So they work on humanoids too?
Yes.
Yes. But
Okay.
hold person also works on people, which is why you maybe don't want to burn.
I
Burn it
didn't
on
know
that.
this. But okay, yeah, I'm gonna wait until they're a bit closer, but I have plans. Unless, Charon's a little busy right now. I was gonna say, unless you want to go there and smite everything, because I can just take us
In
there.
all seriousness, guys, competition is like great and good, but people that hire that kind of a crew may be slightly suspect. Just
I wonder
saying.
who could have hired them to do their dirty business.
Yeah,
We can totally find out if we get there.
Spectators are not necessarily what I would consider to be like good company, but at least they're
No.
not generally evil. They're
Yeah.
Guys, definitely
My-
not good company.
Given the length of the conversation that happened between Carrick and the spectator with occasional interjections, my haste has worn off, and I've gone through my round of not being able to do anything.
I'll say yeah.
Because it lasts a minute, and then it's 6 seconds of being like, ugh. So Curie is now speaking at normal speed.
I'd say that that makes sense time wise. Yeah.
Sure. you said they were like 80 feet from us?
Like 75 feet.
75 feet?
Mhm.
And it's
charging a weapon, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yep. I am going to take off towards that ship
Mhm.
with a view to taking out the weapon.
Okay.
Is it just one weapon or multiple cannons?
They have one front gun. They have multiple guns on the ship, but only one that is right there at the stem.
As I'm flying towards it,
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. And as I go, I'm just going to grab onto, I've got like a neck, grab onto my necklace and go, this is the right thing to do. This is the right thing to do. And just like this shimmering
Mhm.
energy just sort of scatters over me
Mhm.
as I sort of fly towards it.
Okay. So how fast can you get there? Your move is what, 30, right?
I'm back down to 30, but with my bonus action dash, that's 60. And then, so I'd have to use my action to get there as well to finish off the move, unless it's approaching as I'm approaching and it reduces some of the distance.
It is.
Could I get within 15 feet of that gun if I'm approaching it with my speed of 60 from my bonus action dash and my movement if it was 85 feet away?
Get within how far?
15 feet.
Yes.
Oh shit, no, but I cast Shield of Faith as my action anyway. So never mind. Oh, it's a bonus action.
Well, there you
So
go.
that would have taken my, so yeah, but then I would have had
would've
to use
taken your
my
dash.
action to move.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, either way, what I'm going to do is use that 60 feet and get myself sort of just underneath that gun.
Mhm.
Ready
So
for
essentially
the
getting
next
yourself
round.
out of the line of fire.
Yeah, if the gun is like this on the front of the ship, I'm literally like getting myself just below it.
Right. So they're coming down at an angle. Just to give you an idea. Because now we can deal with a Z axis, everybody.
Yeah. Well, if it's coming down like that towards us, I'm still gonna like sort of fly up and aim to get just underneath the gun. Then.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Thank you very much. That's me.
Okie doke. I'm just gonna go ahead and fall back in line with the initiative that you guys had already, and we'll roll through that. So Carrick.
Okay. With it being pointed out that there's a lich and
Demi.
Death Knights.
The Demi-Lich.
Okay. Do I
like
see
Diet Coke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't
I
call
see
it a
these
Coke.
things
People will be disappointed.
Yeah. Do I see these things on there now?
You don't see the Demi-Lich. It's a small enough target that you would have to have made the perception to see it. However, you do plainly see the Death Knights. They're large enough you'd be able to attack them.
Okay. So make sure I prepped it. I did. I'm going to cast Crown of Stars on myself. Only at 7th level. So, how many stars do I have? 7. Okay, cool. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to send one of the motes of light now floating around my head at one of these Death Knights.
Awesome. Light them up.
Make an attack. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, if I don't hit, you guys were in a lot of trouble. But so that's a 32 to hit.
Okay.
And
32 will definitely hit.
Okay. Well, it's 4d12 radiant damage. It was kind of crap. 26 radiant damage. I sadly can't cast fly. I'm concentrating on other spells.
Okay. So I'm sorry, you did how much?
26 radiant damage.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh. All right. Yeah, you hit the first Death Knight, and I guess I have to roll now to see if he falls off the ship because that's a hell of a. Ooh, okay. He does not fall off the ship. He takes the hit, and now leaning over the bow of the ship, looks down at you.
Did you say the gun was on the bow of the ship as well, by the way, Mike? Cool. So he can see me as well then. Just, indigo, teal coat, just chilling.
Yeah, no, you dealt a lot of damage to him, just FYI. But yeah, they eat damage for breakfast.
Oh yeah, no worries. Was that the sound through Roll20?
That was through Roll20.
Okay, I might need to turn my Roll20 volume up.
I can play it again if you need me to.
If I was supposed to understand any of the words, please do, because I did not. Do I recognize that language? I can tell you my languages if that'll help.
I'm actually I would like you to give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
I know that that's your forte, but just for the sake of
it. Okay, 18.
Yeah, so you immediately detect that it is infernal. Specifically, it's deep infernal. So it's actually infernal from the Nine Hells.
Okay, so I do speak infernal.
Yes.
Yeah, so do I.
It's the same dialect. It's just the major difference is just that it's sort of like having someone that's not a dragon speak Draconic is like having somebody who's not infernal speak infernal. These guys are actual, from there. And so when they say it, it sounds different.
So what did they say?
The one that got hit leans over the bow of the ship and shouts down to you in this booming voice. You're going to have to try and do better than that if you want to kill me or any of my men, Herrick.
Sure thing. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I don't have an elemental anymore. Concentrating on keeping the Couatls banished.
Yeah, because that'll be great if that just pops off mid-fight. Oh, and now we have a colossal Couatl to deal with, too.
Yeah.
Rain check, guys. Rain check. We'll be back. Okie doke. So that makes it Nairi's turn. So what's Tasha doing?
So it was an action, I believe, to turn myself invisible.
I believe so.
Right.
Can double check that.
Think it was. But
with the spell invisibility?
No, with my invocation for invisibility.
I believe it is because I believe the invocation is. It specifically says to see the invisibility spell.
It says, yeah, you can cast invisibility at will without.
Yeah,
Okay.
invisibility is one action, so yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to do that. I will instead do another dimension door to take myself and Joran over to the other ship, and I'll land us beside the Demi-Lich, so there needs to be no gymnastics of any kind for him to get to it. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna use Hexblade's Curse on the Demi bitch.
It's just a head.
She's head.
Shazed?
My good friend Shazed.
If he's not named Shazed, I'm gonna be very
All my sad.
Upsetty.
just. I'm gonna be very upsetero. So yeah, Dimension Door, Hexblade's Curse. Really not much else I can do.
Alrighty. Now, what's your Hexblade's Curse gonna do?
Oh, as a bonus action, I can choose a creature within 30 feet of me. It is cursed for a minute. Let me go to the fun stuff. Bonus damage rolls against cursed target. The bonus equals my proficiency bonus. Any attack roll I make against the dude is a critical on a 19 or 20. If the cursed target dies, I get to regain HP and stuff. That equals to a bunch of math.
Essentially, it's not doing anything right now. It's doing something if something.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it helps me do other shit for other times and shit.
But you've now landed on their ship?
Yeah, right next to the head.
Okay, then as a reaction, I need you to make a charisma saving.
Sure. What is it with the 5s on this die? I'm gonna use a luck on that.
Okay.
Even though my charisma is baller. That's a 7. Plus a 14. 21.
21.
Anybody that was witness to Tasha landing there is also witness to Tasha vanishing from sight.
And me, I'm with her. Currently.
She cast it. You might not be. You might be fine.
It's only one target.
There you go.
So did
You're
we
fine,
land
Dora.
there, then I disappeared? Okay.
The moment that you attacked the Demi-Lich, or you did something to the Demi-Lich, it triggered his reaction.
Is it a spell that got triggered?
It is not. It is a spell-like ability.
Okay. Do I know where I am?
You do not. Stuff? You do not. You cease to have any form or function. You are unable to have conscious thought where you're at. You just simply cease to exist.
Fun.
From your perspective.
Okay.
Joran, since you're there, I'm going to let you, we'll just say, give me a perception check as a reaction, for the sake of it.
Please roll better. Cool. That is perception?
Yes.
31.
Tasha disappears from beside you, and you see the face of Tasha reflected back at you in one of the 2 gems inside of the Demi-Lich's eyes.
Cool.
I need you to make an Arcana or Religion check.
Let's see which one.
Probably religion, buddy.
Hell no.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll shut my
Oh,
mouth.
both are bad. So let's see.
Both are bad. That's
You've
good.
got
That
DM
is-
inspiration.
A 13.
You have DM inspiration if you want to do
I-
it.
I don't want to use it on this because I have bad.
You don't want to use
Fair
it on
enough.
Tasha?
No.
It's okay.
Wait a second. I apparently still have a DM inspiration. Can I use that on top of a luck I used?
No. Not at this point.
It's a bit too
Okay.
late.
Too many things have gone on the stack at this point.
Yeah, it's fair.
You said you got what, Tom?
13.
13?
Yeah.
You believe that if you kill the Demi-Lich while Tasha is in there, Tasha will die forever.
Well, we liked her.
Y'all have fun. I'm
a
gonna roll
little
my
bit.
new character. Just take your time. I'll just roll a new
She
character.
will be
real quick.
missed.
Well, she will.
Fucking hell, Tom. Holy shit.
Tune in next week for the third Breakfast Club.
Ah. Oh.
Okay, what do I see up here? No,
It's not
is
your
it my
turn.
turn? No, it's not my turn. Whatever.
Yeah, it's not your turn. You got a reaction because of what happened.
Cool.
It is now... it's now Curie's turn.
Cool. I'm going to get up underneath this thunder cannon. How
Okay.
far is the thunder cannon? I've just given away what I'm about to do. How far away is this gun and that Death Knight that's leaning over to shout shit at Carrick? How
So-
far is he from the gun?
He is about 5 feet from the gun.
Okay, then I'm going to get right up underneath the gun and go, oh, you know Carrick? And I'm going to do a 3rd level thunder wave so he's caught in the cube. And I sort of like grab onto the gun and then I flap my wings and like they just sort of seem to glow a little bit and then thunder wave out. And yeah, at 3rd level.
Super cool.
Sorry, I dropped my D8 and it's quite dark in here and I didn't want to lose it on the floor. Okay, that does... Fuck you, dice. Better. Much better. 20 points of thunder damage
Okay.
to the gun. Well, I'm assuming the gun can try and make a con save. The Death Knight certainly has to.
The gun doesn't make a save. The gun has hit
Mhm.
points.
Okay.
So if you deal a certain hit point amount of damage to the gun, it'll just break.
Yeah. Okay, well that's 20 thunder damage to the gun. I don't know if it is more vulnerable to thunder damage like a construct is. Wishful thinking on my part. And the Death Knight needs to make the con save.
Okay, the Death Knight makes the con save at a 22.
Okay, so he's not pushed back, which would have been really funny because he would have flown 10 feet straight up at that range at my angle. But no, so he just takes 10 thunder damage then and isn't pushed. And the gun takes the 20.
Okay.
That's my action. How's the gun looking?
The gun now has cracks that are radiating down from the barrel all the way back to the back of it. And but you're wearing your glasses so you can see the ghost that was operating the gun looks terrified, which should tell you something about what's happening there. When the ghost is afraid.
I've still got bonus action and movement. I'm probably going to just attack this gun again on my next go unless I need to. Can I use like my bonus action to insight check the ghost? I want to know if it's like scared of me and what I'm doing, or if it's like being forced into this situation.
Go for it. Make the insight check.
Ooh, 25.
It's definitely afraid of the gun.
Interesting. Possibly regretting my decision to be holding on to it, but here we are. Actually, I've got a little bit of movement. I will let go of the gun and drop back 10 feet below it.
Okay.
Still flying.
Cool.
That's me.
Okay, Bernard.
How far is the front of the ship that I'm on to the other ship?
They haven't moved any closer yet, so about 60 feet.
My move speed is 50. Could I jump? If I took a full run, could I jump from our ship onto that ship?
I need you to make an acrobatics check, but if you could make the check, then I'd let it happen.
Well, can that be an athletics check?
No.
That's a 14.
Okay. Yeah, so you take a running leap off the front of the ship that you're on, and you make it about 30 feet out before gravity starts taking hold.
Awesome.
Which will kind of be your turn unless you have something that is going to let you fly or move through the air in some fashion. Or you have a ranged attack.
I'm going to pull out my movable rod and stick it in the air and hold on to it.
Okay, now I need an athletics check so you can hold on to it.
That is a dirty 20.
Yeah, you click the button and you're held on to a curtain rod with no curtains on it.
Awesome.
Okay, so that's Bernard. That makes it their turn. So awesome. Okay. Okay. So who is still on the spectator ship? Is it just Carrick now?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. So, Carrick, the spectator looks at you, and in the most civil tone that this assholic creature could possibly muster, says, I can list them, but I might kill your friends.
Oh, don't worry about that. They're pretty tough, and I can bring them back.
And if you're sure, fire all guns! He rolled a nat 20.
Ooh.
And they rolled a 14 to try and get out of the way, which is not enough. So here's where we get to do some upper level math. So the forward gun does 4d12 plus 6. Okay. And percentile. Before I roll this, somebody tell me high or low.
Hi.
Okay. Awesome. I rolled a 94, so it hits the front gun. And
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, come on.
Do you have an uncanny dodge? Please.
it detonates it detonates the front gun, unleashing the sphere of annihilation that was inside it. That begins to immediately grow outward. So a 50-foot radius around where that gun was ceases to exist. So
Thanks, Garrick.
that is...
He said you might die, not cease to exist. I can cure death, not ceasing to exist.
Joran, Tasha, and Curie. I need each of you to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
disadvantage.
You
Does
have
that still
a DM
happen?
inspiration. You have a DM inspiration. I'm talking to both of you.
Does that still happen if I'm in a damn?
Because the demi-lich is
Non-existent-
behind the gun.
So if I use a DM inspiration, do I just use that one die? No, just the lowest.
You can.
Cool, because I rolled a 7 and a 3. So even if I reroll
what
die,
you would do normally is you would roll 2 dice and take the lower of the 2 because it's with disadvantage. You then could use your DM inspiration die to go and roll and replace whatever number that would.
Okay. It wouldn't automatically go to the lower anyway.
It would not.
Okay, then I'm using that shit.
Because technically you have to use it before I declare whether or not it hits.
Okay.
Just from your numbers, if you can tell it's likely not going to be a good thing, use your die.
My shield is +3, right?
Okay. It's a dex save, not a.
I can
not against AC.
use my
Shield master.
for stuff.
It is +3.
Okay,
It's a +3 shield?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can add 5, because you can add the whole shield bonus.
Yeah, because a
It's not
shield
just the
gives
magic.
+2, and it's a +3. Your shield gives you +5
So it's
total.
5 total. It's +3 from the
Have you
shield.
been?
Yeah.
What?
+3 adds to the +2 of the non-magical shield.
Wait. Where
A
is
That
+1
will be-
shield adds 3 to your AC.
Wait.
He's got your sheet will be accurate, Tom. It's more just for the sake of this shield master feat.
Tom thinks that he's been shorting himself this whole time.
No, I
You've not
think
been
I am.
shortchanging yourself.
I think I am.
I'll be right
If you
back.
If you add a +3 shield to your sheet, it does the math automatically.
Y'all, I
Yeah.
rolled a natural 18. I'm wondering if it's worth using a luck just in case I get 19 or higher.
Well, you have disadvantage.
I have disadvantage?
Yeah.
We all are rolling with disadvantage.
Oh. Well, that's a 10. I'm going to use a luck to roll again.
hmm So what does shield master let you do, Tom? Add your shield to your dex save.
Mhm.
So you would add
yeah.
+5 to whatever you got.
I did.
Yeah, my sheet's fucking weird. So
My sheet is fucking
Okay.
weird too.
Anyway, what did
So-
you roll?
So, okay.
So my dexterity saving throw is 25.
With disadvantage? That's fucking because you had DM
Yeah.
inspiration. That's
I
rad.
rolled a 19.
Awesome.
Pasha?
And
Does DM inspiration cancel out disadvantage?
it does not cancel disadvantage. What happens is
Oh, I
this
see.
disadvantage. So here's what it is. Just take the DM inspiration out of the equation for a second. When you're rolling with disadvantage, you roll 2d20 and take the lower. Now you have this dice total. You now are choosing to take this extra die that I've given you and replace this one to roll again.
Okay.
Understand?
Yep.
Because I used my luck.
If your disadvantage die, you know, or at least you figure at this point, is a low enough number that you're not going to succeed, before you give me that total, you can use that DM inspiration die to replace that D20.
So can I use the DM inspiration to replace my luck roll?
I'll allow it.
Okay,
As long as you're declaring it all in the same turn and not,
Yeah. Because I rolled an 18, then a 10, then a 9,
Okay.
then a 3.
Buddy.
So disregarding my luck, that's quite literally, that's a 13 total.
Okay, cool. And then Curie.
19.
Okay. So, and then you got what, Tom? 23?
25.
25?
Yes.
Okay.
My dexterity is +1. 5.
You are so fucking lucky, Boyle. No, good choice doing the recap on the episode.
Thanks.
The day it really paid off.
I didn't die.
Okay. The DC was a 24.
Bitch!
As the front half of the ship, the Demi-Lich, at least half of this other ship's crew, and Curiosity vanish. You made the dexterity save. So Joran does not immediately vanish. However, he is going to take a lot of damage.
Oh my god.
You were at full health. You'll be
I
fine.
am, yes,
You're the
I
tanky.
am, but
you
still,
and,
I don't
you
know
and
how much-
Bernard are the tankiest.
I still
You
don't know.
you take 58 points of necrotic damage.
Try harder.
Don't antagonize the
tempt.
DM right now.
You
Don't
take
tempt.
1,060 points of damage.
Okay, that's more like it. 58 you said.
Yes, I said 58. It's 10d10 plus 10. It could be a shit ton of damage. You got 58.
Cool.
So yes, it's a
Could-
lot of damage.
No, I probably couldn't use counterspell in any way to try and affect the outcome of
Because
what's
a
happening
Sphere of
before me.
Annihilation isn't a spell.
Yeah.
Just
Um,
is.
so, and the remainder of the ship begins to crash quickly into the ocean.
Joran, get off the boat, get off the boat, get off the boat.
Joran is effectively off the boat because this sucker blasted him off.
I used the shield between me and
Right,
the
right.
explosion.
You did the Indiana Jones where you climb inside of a fridge and you got blasted out.
Yeah.
Very good.
So you now are on a direct course to land on the ship you came off of, though at a much faster velocity than how you left.
I tried
Flying
to
Furbolg.
I tried to use
Let's-
my shield to land on it.
You know, I was giving it just a base D20 roll to see where you were as far as like how you would land on this, and I rolled a nat 20. So we're gonna say that Joran hero pose lands on the ship when he falls down.
Oh my knees,
Sorry.
knee.
Where is Bernard right now?
Bernard is falling from up above.
Okay,
Because he's falling at regular speed and Joran was shot like a torpedo. He gets
Gotcha,
down
gotcha.
first.
Mhm.
Boom. That is their turn. That makes it effectively Tom's turn. Tom, there's like 4 Death Knights that are still clinging onto this half a boat that is falling at like 500 feet per second. So
But I'm already on a
gonna hit-
different ship.
You are. I'm not saying that you're on that ship. I'm saying like if you cared to engage the bad guys still, they're out there and they're coming down real fast.
I turn to the spectator and Carrick.
You're not on that ship. You are on the Black Joke.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
he got fired down. You're lucky you didn't go fucking through the floor.
Like I said, I rolled a 20.
I look at the crew. Are they ready at the guns?
The crew actually is looking up at what's going on up above, and they're all just sort of, because not a one of them has ever seen a Sphere of Annihilation.
Fire at that half of a ship. There was a lich. Would I tell them? Try to persuade them.
Yeah, okay, go ahead and roll a persuade. Or intimidate, whichever one you want.
That is 20. Non-natural.
As you land and yell out to them immediately upon landing to fire on that ship, the lot of them that were shook by what they saw immediately jump to and start running to their battle stations. And you hear a volley of gunfire go off. Boom, 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 boom. And there's at least 10 cannonballs in the air that are all flying towards the ship. It's now Carrick's turn. Technically, you're muted. Technically, combat is over.
Mm-hmm.
However, it is technically your turn.
So Bernard's just hanging from his immovable rod.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll grab the broom and fly over to him.
So
Okay.
good.
Clutch.
You
Kind of glad I didn't make it over to the other ship now.
Right, kind of thought about it. I figured range would play to our advantage in it, but who knows?
I mean, had you stuck to nothing but ranged attacks, probably.
So I can't. It's gonna be a fun time to bring them back. So
Are you saying that just to Bernard?
You're not there.
Yeah. As we fly back, I'm just gonna fly past the spectator ship and just be like, okay, so you got the rest handled? Because I was not expecting that, and we got some things to take care of.
I think we can get it from here.
Were you okay? Did you think that would happen?
I didn't know that they had that technology.
Okay, cool. Just making sure, because man, oof. Okay, so yeah, I'll if you go to Mechanos for repairs, tell them that Carrick sent you. I'm kind of
Big deal.
they kind of like me over there. I was a professor there for a while and stuff. And they'll help fix you up. I can, tell them to bill me.
Wait a minute. You're a professor in Mechanos?
For a while. I've mostly just been a diplomat in Cormator for the past 30 years. But
the spectator floats down to the ground and begins to kiss your feet. I'm humbly sorry, sir. So very sorry. I would never have said anything the way that I did to someone of such a nature as yours. I am truly, most humble, most wise and powerful master. Oh,
you know what? How about stop that?
This is licking your boots. Just
okay.
I am not worthy to be in your presence.
I was not expecting this 180 from you here, and honestly, I gotta say, it's maybe even worse than you being mean. So maybe stop it. I'm really not on board with this.
I want you to make me an insight check.
Okay.
Just let's see.
Fuck, this is good.
What's my insight? That's okay. Okay, 27.
So Professor Ichabod, the transmutation professor, has been raising spectators for the past 20 years, trying to get them to be able to take the place of manned missions because they're expendable. You now realize that this may in fact be one of them, because Y-mir Academy is the academy that you're a professor at.
So, wait, are you one of Ichabod's?
You know Ichabod.
We ran in circles My mom's a transmutation, professor down there, so...
You, you will not tell him that I spoke to you in such a way, will you?
Of course not. Like we said, water under the bridge, heated situation.
Oh,
I
God.
probably overreacted. We'll look and see if any of those guys I shot off are alive. If not, if you want to just fly with us for a couple of days, I can just make you some new dudes.
I'll make you a new one, a better one. It'll be great.
I am humbled, great and powerful master. If you would do such to me, it would be most. Oh my God! I can't believe I almost called you an idiot.
I mean, you did call me one, but
I didn't really
water
use
under
those
the
words.
bridge.
I'm not going to correct you, though. I'm not going to correct you.
No worries. Like I said, water under the bridge. Let them know what happened. And
Absolutely. We head back to Y-mir this evening. I will look forward to hearing the news of our meeting. Hopefully, Professor Ichabod takes it well.
he can always contact me if if there's any questions about what happened.
Absolutely.
Carrick Lathalis.
Lathalis?
Mm-hmm.
I believe I know your father, sir.
Yeah, he's been a professor there for a while.
Such a small world.
Yeah, I'm kind of figuring that out.
Yes, well, I believe that I have apologized as much as I can. Then I will not obstruct you any further. Please go in peace, and I will hope a very swift voyage for you, and that the gods have mercy on your friends.
I don't know that we need to involve them. At least I'm hoping not. I think my mercy should be enough. So, yeah, okay. Talk to you later. I'm just gonna fly down.
Their ship, which is in dire disrepair, goes and kicks its engines into high gear and begins to sort of sputter along at a jerky pace away from you as you as you hear the last words come out of the spectator's mouth. I can't believe I met a real Lathalis.
All right, yeah, I'll fly back down to Joran. So, did you see the others? Do you know what happened to them?
Error. What happened?
That gun, it's apparently being powered by a sphere of annihilation. So it sort of like unmade everything around it when it exploded. Didn't know that was the case. So
I show him Mufasa, my shield. How does Mufasa
It was a
look?
bit beat up and a bit sort of charred, but still very liony.
Survive.
mm-hmm.
I continue to exist.
Yes. That was smart purchase on your part, friend. That was a good detour.
Did this spectator made the fall?
He asked if it was okay to fire on the ship, that it might hurt you guys. and expecting that it was just gunfire. I was like, yeah, no, I can fix that. I wasn't really expecting something of that nature. I figured it was worth the risk to take out a lich and a bunch of death knights.
I kneel down with my very, very hurt knees. And start praying. Well, praying. I close my eyes and I start thinking about
Your hot god boyfriend.
If you're
The
looking for
sexiest of tabaxis.
Arrakis,
Americas, yes. Kind of praying. And I don't say anything more.
Okay. Okay.
I think we need to start thinking more carefully about what we do, because all of us have just been throwing ourselves headlong into danger or these various situations without giving it much thought. But it seems like the consequences of what we do are becoming more dangerous the less that we know about what's going on.
I don't see how that could have played out any different. We had to take out that gun. We had to fire on that ship. I mean, it was that or let them go free. I agree that the consequences were unexpected, but we can't know the outcome of everything before we do it. And we should be more careful. But honestly, in this situation, we took acceptable risks. The outcome was just unforeseeable.
Joron isn't reacting.
Right. Joran's in prayer mode.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, But we need to. So one thing we need to do is we need to take some time. We need to get you guys to the plane of air. I need to establish a base there, and I need to get clones for us all. They can be ready in a day, and then if something like that happens again, you won't die.
I stop for a minute. Whoa. If they stopped existing.
I don't think a disintegration thing disintegrates your soul. I mean, it just turns their matter into atoms.
I mean, you two knew them, I guess, the best. I don't know how long you've been traveling with, but we should at least inform the people they cared about what happened.
Here's the thing, guys. I think we can still, like, I can't do it. We need some powerful, mojo. But there's magic that can bring people back to life without a body.
And with that,
No.
with that, Tasha and Curie,
Yeah.
you both have the most horrible headache possible. The inside of your mouth tastes like pennies. You open your eyes to a stark gray room. Polished stone, feather bed, naked save for your rape your wit.
Just like the day I was born.
I fucking love you.
The door to the room, you hear a knock.
Are we in the same room together?
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask.
You are in the same room together. However, you find it extremely hard to recall anything beyond this moment,
Oh, we don't remember shit.
except each other.
Oh, cool.
Lost
How
you,
does that?
Nairi.
Huh?
You
No,
cut
now
out
I-
partway through this.
Now I hear you.
Okay. How does that work? We don't remember any events in our lives except we just remember everything.
You do not remember anything before this room. However, you feel a familiarity with each other. You know each other's names.
Okay, we don't know memories, but we know
And you
each
know
other.
enough that you can trust each other.
Okay. Door, should we? Do we? I mean, what?
Sure.
Open the door.
A man with a bald head and gold wire framed glasses, wearing a black suit, stands in front of you, arms crossed. You've gotten here far faster than I expected you to. We're not even close to being finished.
Cool.
Leave it to people like you, rushing the deadline. Come along.
Turn
Turns,
to
walks down the
curiosity.
hallway.
Fuck.
No idea. I'm gonna offer my hand to her to take.
I'll take it. Stark naked, let's walk down this aisle.
Does Tasha still have? I assume no, but the ring on, considering that was like fused to her essence. Motherfucker, you're still my wife. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
That's the only reason why the two of you are in the same.
Let's walk down this hallway together, hands held.
Yep.
As you head out into the hallway, you find that you are in what looks to be a massive complex of some kind. It is extremely affluent. Soft floors, tapestries, artwork. It's a bit grim. It all depicts death. But in pristine condition. I'm sure you'll want to be changing into something more appropriate before you meet everyone else.
I mean,
Me too. Who?
The others.
The other what?
He throws open a pair of double doors, and you see out into a much larger room where you are now in one level of a much larger, tiered facility. And there are literally millions of them. All of them look just the same as you do. All of them walking through the central corridor, heading up or down and around, finding their way sort of listlessly. Welcome to the underworld. And that's where I'm going to call game.
Oh man, I really liked my magic items.
underworld?
It's right under the world.
Under...
You know, under it.
You know,
I've been meaning to listen to Hades Town. It's great.
Yes, so tune in next week when you hear Carrick say things like, I'm not gonna listen, you listen! Fireball!
Listen, top-notch BDE Carrick stuff
Yep,
going on
very
there.
great. Very good.
I hope that everyone enjoyed themselves. This is the first time that we have had any character deaths, and it is over a year in. Magic. Now you get to see what happened there.
We've just walked into afterlife graduation bad dream
Hey Tom,
scene.
you thought it was bad enough when they went in another room? Try another plane of existence.
By the way,
thank you, everyone.
Miles, me praying to my god is like, hey, pick up, please. I really need you to pick up, please.
You're like 17 text messages in. Why aren't you picking up?
Thought we had something.
Right. To everyone that's joined us in chat today, thank you so much for enjoying that. As Miles said, next Friday, please join us again if you can. And on Monday, we are back with those arsehole teens with Dreams of the Brave. They've got a new buddy now. Hopefully things won't go as bad for them. They're lower level. I like to think they're not going to get absorbed by a Spear of Annihilation, but maybe David will be inspired. Who knows? Regardless, thank you once again. Same ruckus time, same ruckus channel. Monday and Friday.
Same ruckus.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.